What is up guys, Exiiilo here, and today I'm going to show you how to personalize your FMR rig and extrude it. Okay guys, so as you see I have Cinema 4D open. First thing you want to do is you want to import your rig. For this tutorial I'm going to be using an edit by Mr Edu. And then you're going to want to import the skin. I'm going to be using my new skin for this tutorial, and if you want facial expressions you can like configure it to how you want it, and if you don't, just turn them off, which I don't want for this tutorial, as you see. So what you want to do is you want to go into layers and unlock any layers that are locked. Some rigs may be different. If your rig has an option where you can put an extrude hat on or a head on, you might want to turn them on. So I'm going to start off with the easiest extruding bit, which is the body. So I'm gonna move the arms away so I can clearly see the body from all angles. I'm going to select the body. I'm going to go into polygons mode, select the live select tool. What you want to do is you want to select everything you want to extrude. So I'm just going to do that now. And then you want to press D. You want to make the maximum angle 91. The offset, the offset is how much you'll extrude it by. For me, I normally use 1.5, and in this tutorial I'm going to use that. And then you want to make sure preserve groups is checked, and then you want to click apply. Wow, we just extruded it. God damn. Okay, so I'm going to just extrude the legs next, because that's like the most one of the most complex things. The arms you could probably do by itself, because there's not much that is hard to do. A tip: if you press UL on your keyboard, you can select rows of things, as you see here. So I'm just going to select things, obviously, and then you want to press Shift if you want to select more. You want to press Control if you don't want to select it, and press D, apply, and ta-da, we got the shoes. So I'm just going to extrude the trousers now, or the tracksuits, depending on how you want to say it. And I made sure like it's rolled up, so like I made sure the trousers are like rolled up. And then what I want to do is extrude around the ripped bits. That is, if you have a ripped part in your skin. If you make any mistakes, just make sure to press Ctrl Z and you'll return to before the mistake was made. As you see here, the leg's pretty much extruded, but I've forgotten one thing, and that is to extrude the bottom of it. So I'm going to just do UL again, select it, press D, then press apply. As you see, it's pretty good, not gonna lie. Now I'm going to move on to the head or the hat. So you want to select the hat, and what you want to do is you want to delete every single transparent pixel there is, because if you don't do it and you have depth of field, you'll get this depth of field error. I'll put an image on the screen to show you how it looks like, and so that's why you want to delete the transparent pixels. So I'm just going to do that now. Another way you could do it is you could select the non-transparent pixels and then press select, and then you want to press invert, and what it does is selects the transparent pixels. So for this I'm thinking I'm going to do that because I think it's easier personally, but you can do it whatever way you want. So let's just do that now. You want to make sure you get all sides, and you want to make sure not to select any transparent pixels, because later on, with the method that I do it, it'll bite you in the back. Remember, you can press Control just to unselect pixels that you accidentally selected. So I've got all the non-transparent ones selected, what you want to go to do is select and invert. There, what you want to do is press delete. Before you move on, you want to make sure you deleted, you have everything that you want pretty much, because sometimes you might select not a pixel and yeah, it just ruins your whole extruding bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press Ctrl A, I'm going to press D, I'm going to extrude it. And because this is different to what I want it to be, I'm going to, you know, extrude it differently. So I'm going to select the back because this is a cap. You want to make sure you don't select anything else. You want to press D. You could also just select whatever you want and drag it. I normally drag it by 30. And then I'm going to extrude the hair now. So what I normally do for the hair, you can choose to do this or not to do this. I add variation. So what it is it extrudes every hair differently, which I personally think it looks Gucci. So you press D, and then you want to make sure variation is 100. If you want to do this, then you want to untick preserve groups and just press apply. Then pretty much you've got the hair. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move it, and because I've finished with it, I'm just going to put it into place, and that's how it looks. Don't worry if it looks a bit weird or anything like that, because we're going to extrude the head now. So for the head, what you want to do is you want to select every skin. But for this, I'm not going to select the eyes because I need that for my skin, because I don't have facial expressions. So let's just select the skin. Make sure you press Control if you selected anything that you don't want to. And then I've selected everything. I'm going to press delete. But after you check that you selected everything that you want and you haven't made any mistakes, and boom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pretty much do the exact same thing, but that I did for the hat to the head. So I'm going to make variation 0 and preserve groups. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select. Sometimes this happens, just to note. If this happens, what you want to do is you want to unselect the pixel that it happens to. So in this case, it's this pixel. Press D, and then just extrude it separately. And the error is gone pretty much. Now I've pretty much extruded everything, and now what I want to do is specifically extrude just the hair. So I'm gonna select all the hair pretty much, and as you see, I've selected all the hair. So what we're gonna do now is just, you know, add variation. That is if you want it, of course. We'll just extrude it. So now if you just move it, ta-da, you finish extruding the head, and it looks dope. So I'm just gonna quickly not show you this, by the way, just extrude all the bits that, yeah, pretty much just extrude everything else. Ta-da, we've all extruded it now. So now we're gonna add a brand, cause you know, cool. So what you want to do is you want to get a plane, and you want to get material and add it to that plane. So you want to go to the material, you want to go and untick reflectance and add something called alpha. You want to go to 3 dots, and then you want to select the Adidas Originals logo. So as you can see, baba, that's the logo. So what you want to do now is you want to take where it says MIP, you want to select none. And as you can see, you can change whatever you want the color to be, just by not importing a texture for the color. So I want it to be a little bit white. So I'm gonna rotate it, and then to make it 90 degrees, so I can just put it on the rig. And then what you want to do now is you want to size it so it can fit comfortably on the t-shirt. So as you can see, I'm doing it right now. I am bitting it on, so this process can take ages. Just keep that in mind. You want to make sure it kind of looks to scale, but it doesn't really matter if it's not exactly to scale, because you know, doesn't really matter. Okay, so this looks cool to me anyway. I'm just gonna drag this until it barely shows. So like right now, so as you can see, it's like really stuck onto the t-shirt, and as you can see, it's not centered. So I'm just gonna center it now, and it looks a little big, not gonna lie. Now it doesn't look it, it is it. So just gonna and the Gucci, as you can see, the D's Originals logo, and you've added it on. So you can just add any logo, Nike, Reebok, if you know what I mean. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna copy and paste this, because I want to also add it to my tracksuit. However, as you can see, because I'm a dope nigga, there is rips in my tracksuit. So I'm just gonna get another plane, because I want to add 3 lines going here like it's an Adidas tracksuit. So what I'm gonna do is, you could just repeat the process of using planes to make your rig look cool. So add a plane, get a texture, put it on, untick reflectance. You want to go to color, you want to make it black, apply it on. It's already applied, because kill me. So actually I don't want it to be too black, because black's a bad color. I'm joking, just doesn't look natural. You want to make it thin, you don't want to make it too long. You want to rotate it, so 90 degrees. If you hold shift, it does it in tens when you're rotating it, and if you press R, you rotate it, and if you press E, you move it. So as you can see, I'm just being a dope person, just like adding 3 lines on, because you know, I'm all about that life. And then if you hold control, you can just copy it, and now I'm going to trim it. So yeah, I should probably trim 1 just to make it exact. Just trim it. You don't want to, you want to make sure it doesn't go through anything, so just keep trimming it, and yeah, it looks pretty Gucci. So I'm just gonna copy it along by holding control and just moving it. I've got 3 stripes, but as you can see, it's not showing up on the extruder bit. So you want to just copy it. You want to make it short as hell, just like me pretty much. You want to do it my height, so, and then you want to move it outwards so you can barely just see it through the extruded bit. And then you just want to extrude it, pretty much, yeah. Extrude it and extrude. As you can see, it doesn't show completely. You want to make sure it shows completely, but I just realized something wrong. So before you do this, you want to make sure that the feet is not slanted in any way. It's completely straight, because if you do this, you're pretty much done. You failed. You're a failure. Okay, so I'm just gonna line it up, make sure it barely shows. Ta-da. Then you want to just select the one that is going to show through, which is plane.3, and then you just want to move it out so it shows, and you want to make it as big as possible. So you just want to make it so it pretty much fills the thing. If you see here, ta-da, it's done. But I also need to do this for the bottom bit, but it's rolled down, so I'm just going to do that quickly. I'm sorry if I sound proper boring, it's just because, well, you know, I am boring. So just do that. And then just want to paste it along. Make sure it looks a little bit lined up. Don't have to be exact though, because if someone notices, they do not have a life. And if you're animating this, you probably don't have a life either, but yeah. So I'm just gonna select all of the planes from the right side, hold Control, move it along, then I'm gonna press R, I'm gonna rotate it here. It's like flipping it horizontally, 180 degrees. And I'm just gonna align it up, and this should be good. So you've got your Adidas merch, cause you know you're sick motherfucker. Now I'm just gonna, this looks a bit off scale to me, just gonna do that. That's done. I'm also gonna add it to the cap, cause you know what we're all about. Adidas kill me. Actually, generally kill me. I need to get over this. So I'm gonna rotate it by pressing R, holding Shift to rotate it in tens. Move it by pressing E. I'm actually generally selecting the arrow and moving it. You just want to size it, so it's like Gucci pretty much. Boom, boom, boom. You have done it. But before you start animating, you want to do this thing called parenting. So you want to open up the mesh, and what you want to do is you want to place each thing where it's supposed to be. So for example, this logo, as you can see, it's on the body, so you want to go and put it under the body, and do the same thing for pretty much everything. So I'm going to select about 5 planes, maybe 6, no, the 5, and as you can see, it's on its left leg, so you want to put it on the left. Boom, boom, boom. You've attached it, and you just want to do it for the final right leg, and you want to also do it to the head. Ta da 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 da. And as you can see now, you rotate it, you're all Gucci. It stretches with it. Boom, boom, boom. You move it, you bend it, it bends with it. Boom, shaka, laka. Sick. So that's how to extrude. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't, well, you should get a better taste in watching videos, you know. And maybe stop watching me in the future. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. And if you need any help, just comment it down below, and I will reply 100%, unless it's pretty stupid and I'll explain it in the video, which I probably didn't because I'm a retard. So that is it. Sakoosh.